Hey, what is going on, guys? XpertFusion here, and today I'm bringing you my review for The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 1, which was titled Lines We Cross. So, of course, I did get to see the episode early because of AMC Premiere, thankfully. But, of course, I don't want them to do this AMC Premiere every week because it's not really enjoyable for me to have to watch it earlier than everyone else and then have to wait a week for everyone else to see it, you know. So I don't think they're going to do this for the rest of the season, but, you know, it's still something to note. I do find it interesting, especially because the Fear finale was tonight, so I was like, kind of weird how they did that at the same time. But anyways, I loved this premiere. One of my favorite premieres ever. In terms of episodes, I mean, it didn't really have to be one of the best episodes of all time to really still be really damn good. And what it was supposed to do, it did it really well. It did a good job of bringing us back into the Walking Dead universe. That's what premieres need to do, other than like premieres that lead after big cliffhangers like 501 or 701. Those play a bit of a different role, but at premieres that happen after like a pretty solid ending where there's not really like a cliffhanger, you kind of have to just ease them back into the Walking Dead universe with a lot of Walker action, a lot of just intense sequences, awesome cinematography, and this episode nailed that on the head. Also kind of setting a framework for the rest of the season, and again, it did that all very damn well, which I'm very proud to say that they did it so damn well. So the episode began with a mind-blowing sequence when they were showing this satellites, like this Russian satellite station or something, and it later in the episode blows up and then crash lands near Oceanside, and then they have to freak out about it because of the fact that obviously the fire will spread and lead into Oceanside, and that'll burn down Oceanside, essentially. So they had to get that fire out, but it was on the other side of the border. That's why they titled this episode Lines We Cross, because they had to cross the border to get to there. And Alpha knows that they crossed the border because she sees Carol in the end of the episode, which I'm already getting ready to hear people complaining that, oh my god, Daryl and Carol made such stupid decisions. Why would they do that? Why would they even go over there? People are stupid. They complain about everything, but I just feel like I'm going to hear that because that's a typical Walking Dead complaint. Whenever a character makes a decision that isn't exactly what they would do in that scenario, they call it bad writing, which is just the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. This episode really did a good job at showing the different communities and what everyone was doing. Actually, no, we didn't see Hilltop, but I didn't really feel like we needed to see Hilltop. They're not going to force show Hilltop when there's not really much to show in there. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's not many people in Hilltop at the moment because most of them are either at Alexandria still or at Oceanside helping out with all the different tasks that were at hand. I really liked these sequences in the beginning when they showed the training. And I thought that was really interesting how the episode was divided, how they showed the little like opening phrases, sort of. They did that in Season 8, Episode 10 with the opening names where they had different sequences kind of showing a specific character for the most part, but I found it really interesting how they have these like weird phrases, and I don't know how important these phrases are going to be for later episodes, but it did kind of set a framework as to what this specific section of the episode story-wise is going to primarily focus on. So I thought they did a pretty damn good job at that specifically. The training sequence in the beginning, awesome. The cinematography was amazing. Just the way they were slicing and dicing walkers was just really well done. I was blown away by it, to be honest, how well done it was. And then we had them, realizing that, oh shit, this boat is going to kind of topple over with the one side of it, and the wall of walkers came flooding out, and they took them all out. And then, of course, Judith was talking to RJ, which RJ looks really old. I'm surprised how old the kid looks compared to how he looked last season. And there was a walker mask, or a whisper mask that they found. And Judith was like, holy shit. So little bits of, them finding skins and stuff like that was going throughout the episode, which kind of adds in the fear back at everyone, that knowing that they're still around. They're not gone. It's been a couple months since they've encountered them, probably longer than that. But they're not gone. They're still around in some way, shape, or form. And that's putting fear back into everyone's minds, especially Sadiq more than anyone. That gave him some PTSD flashbacks of what happened because he was there. He would probably witnessed everyone getting their heads chopped off. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he's seen every last one of those people have their heads sliced right in front of him with the machete, which, yeah, I'm not surprised he's having these sort of PTSD-esque freakouts because that would be some messed up stuff to see. So I really like how they handled that for sure. Father Gabriel was getting a little sweaty there. I think he was a little freaked out too as well. I mean, everyone is, man. They're all just on edge, and I love how they're showing all these people on edge. It really adds to the tense, the intensity and the thrill of the show. I did hear that next episode is going to be a Whisper solo episode, which I'm not crazy about that, but at the same time, it will be interesting to see more of the backstory of the Whisperers, seeing what's up with them. I'm definitely interested in what's going on with the next episode. So I don't know if it's 100% Whisper solo. I just know that they're primarily going to be the main focus of next episode. So I'm excited for that, of course. We also had, of course, Alexandria. They showed off what was going on with there, the whole little love quadrangle that Negan was making fun of. They had a lot of scenes with them. I love that one sequence when the music was playing and they were just, Eugene was taking care of the baby. Rosita was just being a badass. And, I love that one line where she's like, Eugene, she's not a science experiment. She's a baby. Or he's a baby, not she. And I don't know. I just really like Eugene in this season. I don't know, or at least last season as well. I mean, previously I wasn't crazy about him. I was like, Eugene, you're kind of weird and annoying and you're funny, but you always confuse me. But I don't know. For some reason, ever since season 9, he's just kind of been really growing on me. Aaron too. Aaron is growing on me. I mean, he's been growing on me since season 8, really 7ish, around there. He's been growing on me for longer than just season 9, but he's especially growing on me now, especially with Rick gone and a lot of other characters gone. You kind of need these other characters to step into the roles, so seeing him there is pretty awesome. Is Maggie ever gonna come back? Please, Maggie, come back. The more and more I think about her, the more I'm like, man, we need Maggie to come back by the end of the season. That would be awesome. I'm really excited for the Rick movies as well. I keep mentioning that, but I mean, it's just, I heard they start filming it in November actually, which is interesting. But yeah, so can't forget to talk about the scenes between Daryl and Carol in this episode. I really like the relationship and how it's growing. But I think I would need to point out that when Daryl kept saying, "You still want to leave?" and then she's like, "Tomorrow," I'm pretty sure Daryl was joking. I don't think he actually wants to leave or head out west or anything like that. I think that was just kind of him talking about what could go on. I don't know. But I really liked how Carol, it makes sense for her why she doesn't really want to be there anymore, because she knows that she's just going to get attached to another kid and the kid's going to die and then she's going to go all crazy again. And it's like she doesn't want that. She just wants to be on her own and independent. That's why she broke up with Ezekiel, and I understand why she did that. And I think when it first happened, everyone was like, "Yo, what the hell are you doing, Angela? Why are you writing it so they break up?" And I was, even the moment it happened, I was like, everyone calm down. They're obviously have a plan for it, and they're not just doing it just to do it. And it makes perfect sense for Carol's character. She doesn't want to have a relationship. She wants to be independent on her own because she knows when she gets attached to people, they die and problems happen. She wants to kind of feel apart from it, and she knows she just can't have that at the moment. She's not having a relationship with Daryl either. They're just friends. I think that makes sense for who she is, and I don't blame her. So I like that. I like how they're writing her character, to be completely honest. Dante, we just got introduced to his character. We saw him for one scene, and I was like, I like this guy a lot. I'm gonna be honest, I did. He was interesting. I enjoyed the scene he had with Sadiq. He was weird, but that's kind of what I liked about him. He's just like, just kiss me already, and I thought that was funny. I don't know. We had some scenes with Connie and Kelly. They were talking. Kelly was losing her hearing, I guess, because we know that Connie is completely deaf, but Kelly is a little deaf, a little hearing problems here and there. We already knew that from last season, but I guess they're getting worse now, so that's interesting. Got more scenes with Connie and Daryl, which was great to see. Really excited to see how that pans out. And then we'll talk about the big cat in the bag scene, which was, of course, when the thing crashed into the woods and they had to go in and take the fire out. That was an intense sequence. Yet again, really good cinematography, really good choreography. Everything was just really well done, shot. The directing, like everyone argues about how, oh my god, the writing got so much better in season 9. The writing sucked in season 7 and 8. I disagree with that completely. I think season 7 and 8 and before that, the writing was fine. The writing was good. It's always been pretty good. But what definitely got better in season 9 is the directing and the cinematography. It's gotten a lot cleaner. It's gotten a lot smoother. You can tell that they put, more emphasis on the work. I don't know if they got new directors. I don't think they did. So I just guess they just decided we need to just step up our game a little bit, because some sequences, specifically some action sequences, I guess maybe because there's less guns, I guess shootouts, those sequences can be kind of difficult to shoot. I don't blame them. It doesn't seem like it's that easy to shoot. And we haven't really had any shootouts in season 9 or 10. They've just been kind of melee fights and stuff like that because there's not many guns left. So I guess that makes sense as to why the cinematography scenes. But even just for normal scenes, it just looks so much better. I guessing they have a higher budget now, maybe. I don't know. But it looks really clean, and I'm really proud of it because I love this show so much. I've been watching it since season 3, and it's just such a I just love it so much, man. It's been such a big part of my life. It's given me so much enjoyment, and I really just need to make a video just talking about the show and why it just. I don't know what I would do without it, man. Honestly, like I feel the same way. Like it's a nerdy thing to say. Like people feel this way about bands. People feel this way about sport teams. Feel this way about sports themselves. People feel this way about certain people. People feel this way about other mediums like Marvel or DC or whatever it may be, about Star Wars. But the passion I have for this show is just so immense, and that's why I wanted to make videos on it. That's why I wanted to review it. That's why I wanted to make videos talking about it, because I just love it so much, and there's not enough people in my life that love it as much as me. So I just feel the need to share my thoughts online. That's why I'm always on Twitter talking to people about it. That's why I'm in group chats with guys on Twitter where we talk about the show, because there's not as many people in my life that I'm friends with that are interested as much as I am in this show. I try to get people interested, but it usually doesn't work, and they usually just shoot it down and say I'm not really crazy about it. And, you can't force someone to like something, so I guess that's just how it is. But I'm thankful for you guys that I get to talk to on YouTube as well, in the comment section, those of you who like the show a lot. It's a fantastic community. I just love to be part of it. Same way I feel about Call of Duty and zombies and all that great stuff. It's the same way I feel about The Walking Dead, and I'm really just excited for the future of the show, everything that has to do with the TV series, the spin-offs, the movies. I mean, for The Walking Dead, I haven't really loved the past season, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to continue to watch it and continue to enjoy it. I love the characters. I love everything about it. I mean, everything about, other than this particular season, I just haven't been crazy about. But I love just the idea of it, just more spin-off, more content for the Walking Dead franchise. I love it, So I'm going to end the video there. Let me know what you guys think about the episode if you've seen it. If you have not seen it, you probably shouldn't have watched this video because I spoiled things for you. So I'm excited for the next episode. I did record a reaction video to it, so definitely keep an eye out for that specifically. It'll come out next week when the episode officially releases. I'll release my reaction video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.